Hello and welcome to another edition of the Virtual Walkaround. I am Daniel Zent. I'm here with Bob Smith Motors in Billings, Montana, and today we're going fancy. We're going to take a look at this 2015 Lincoln Navigator. Now to me, the Lincoln Navigator just screams class and style and luxury. Starting with the gorgeous leather interior, all the bells and whistles inside that come along with it, the sharp look on the outside, the power under the hood, and add on top of that, that now that we have the 16s on the lot, there's no better time to get a deal on the 2015s. Okay, so as we take a look at the interior of this 2015 Lincoln Navigator, one of the first things I notice is the ambient lighting when you get in and out of the vehicle. You can see it there, the cup holders, the controls on the dash light up, the gauge cluster, you can see some down by the pedals and down where the feet of the passenger go. That's a really nice touch that I think looks really good. We can see our steering wheel controls here. Of course, we have the left and right controls for our displays up on the gauge cluster. We've also got our cruise control, we've got our Bluetooth, we've got our stereo controls. And as we move up top to our dash display here, I warn you, I'm going to use this word a lot, but a really classy looking gauge cluster here. It's pretty simple and it just looks sharp. As we move down to the corner, we can see 27.9, so essentially 28 miles on this still brand new 2015 Navigator. Of course, we do have power windows, power locks, power mirrors, power folding mirrors. We do have automatic on-off headlights. We do have a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, as well as power adjustable foot pedals, which is always a nice touch. As we move across to the center here, we can see our Microsoft Sync system, which we can do Bluetooth.
Search for Sync on your device and select Sync once it is found.
We have our navigation. We have our touchscreen controls for our climate controls. And we have our stereo, in which we do have AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, CD player. Of course, that also doubles, if we shift in reverse here, as our backup camera. We've got our manual controls for all of that down below for our stereo and for our dual zone automatic climate control with heated and cooled front seats. This is an automatic transmission. We can see, of course, our ever important lit up cup holders. On our key fob, we can see on the top there we do have remote start on this Navigator. We've got some extra cup holders here that are more accessible for the back seat, as well as some storage inside here with a couple of USB ports, auxiliary input, and a 12-volt outlet as well. And a really sharp, what's called a medium stone, I believe, leather interior in this Navigator is just gorgeous. And another one of my favorite features in any vehicle is our power sunroof. And before we check out our back seat here, we can see anytime we open one of the doors, our automatic power running boards pop out down there. They go back in when you close the door. We have a ton of room in this back seat. Very comfortable for full-size adults. We do have seat back pockets. We do have our own stereo controls, actually, media controls, I should say, as well as our heating and air conditioning controls. We've got a standard outlet, we've got a 12-volt outlet, and we do have heated back seat. And if we pop that seat forward, we gain access to our third row, which surprisingly enough also has a ton of room. Full-grown adults sit very comfortably back there. One of the few vehicles in which you can do that in the third row. All three portions of this, there's a 40-20-40 split to fold down the second row, which is also really nice. And we can check out our storage space back here. Simply push the button, open the power lift gate here. We gain access. Of course, we can see our all-weather floor mats and regular floor mats being stored back here. And we actually have a lot of cargo space back here. This is the Navigator L, the longer version, so it's a little bit longer than just the standard. And we've got this handy little shelf that flips up into place to give you some unique storage options there. And if we need even more room, all we do is we pop these headrests forward here. And then we have little buttons here for power folding third row seat. We can lay those down, and if we also lay down the second row, we can see that we have just a ton of cargo space back here. And we push one more button and close her up. So obviously this Navigator is just one of those vehicles that does pretty much everything except for drive itself for you. So give it a couple years and we'll get there. The leather interior is gorgeous. I mean, it's got tons of bells and whistles. I'm actually a big fan of the ambient lighting. I think it just looks, again, classy. I can't use that word classy enough when describing most Lincolns, but particularly this Navigator. So that said, let's see what we've got under the hood. And here we can see our 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine. Now what that EcoBoost technology is going to do, it's going to give you a lot more power. It's going to be almost like you have a V8 under the hood here, but it's not going to destroy your gas mileage like a V8 would. Alright, well that's going to wrap things up for this time around on the virtual walk around of this 2015 Lincoln Navigator. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Daniel Zent here with Bob Smith Motors in Billings, Montana. And if you have any questions on this or any other vehicle that you've seen, be sure to stop by our website at bobsmithmotors.com or give us a call. Here's the number for here at the store. Be sure to stop by our eBay store at Bob Smith Motors and check out the rest of our listings. And until next time, have fun bidding.